want to just thank everybody for getting on and for listening later. Um, we are Resort Vacation Certificates. We have been with the Berkshire Hathaway uh, network now for about 8 years. As I was just telling those that are on, I just came back from Summit a few weeks ago and did some traveling. So I am so happy that I'm able to get on with you guys and talk about this program, which I think is a great perk and benefit for both your business and for personal. So let me tell you who we are. We're part of the Travel and Leisure Company. We are a publicly traded company. TNL is our stock symbol. We run about 20 brands across different resort and membership and lifestyle portfolios. And as you can imagine, our mission, which doesn't change real drastically every year, is to put people on vacation through different programs that we have, and Resort Vacation Certificates is one. We have been partners for about 8 years, and we've been offering this program for about 20 to real estate professionals. And we think it's a unique business tool to help you distinguish yourself, your brand, and to stand out. How do other realtors, brokers, franchisees use this? Well, the most common one is a personalized thank you. So depending what your price point is or how you like to say thank you to your most loyal clients and customers, it is a great thank you gift. A lot of our clients also use it for event giveaways, charity donations, open house incentives to capture and convert leads. Um, in the office with teams, you can, use it to motivate and recognize your teams. Milestone celebrations, either personal or in the office. Obviously, gifting to family and friends is always very popular around the holidays, special occasions. And the other way that people use it a lot is they use it as a personal travel perk. So it's a great way for you to relax and recharge with your family and friends. So what is a resort vacation certificate? It's a travel gift. I always try to compare it to a gift card. We offer you a certificate that you can gift to for any occasion or to anyone you like. And it is redeemable into a 7-night resort stay in condo accommodations across the world. The certificate has a 1 year expiration book by date from the date of your purchase. The great thing about it is you don't have to travel within that book by date. You can travel after the certificate expires. You must only book your travel. The recipient that you give the gift card to is the same. They will see it on their certificate, the book by date. They only have to book before that date. They can book their travel. They can complete their travel afterwards. All the pricing that you will see that I will go over is for the entire week. We give you a weekly rental. So there are no per night charges, per person charges, or per bedroom charges. And you'll see that when I demo the site. We have two types of inventory in our system. We have what we call our no charge availability, and that basically is covered by the cost of the certificate. So our everyday price, partner price, is $340 per certificate. And if you see on the site a week that says no charge, that means that week is prepaid by the certificate. Then we also offer upgrade. An upgrade expands the seasonality, in-demand locations, and sometimes the size of the accommodations. And I'm going to demo all this so you guys can see it real time. Okay, and next slide. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, so how many do actually get redeemed for no charge, and how many do actually get have to pay an upgrade fee? So as you can see in 2024, we had the majority of our certificates book into no charge. And our most popular places are where you can imagine people like to go on vacation with families. And so you have Orlando. Vegas is very, very popular. Orlando, whether it's Kissimmee or Orlando proper, Williamsburg, Tennessee, Florida. We do have international locations. So, but those tend to be, not redeemed as much as domestic locations, but we are worldwide. So our top 25, 26 people, 26 locations are shared right there. That was for 2024. And those are a combination of no charge and upgrade. But again, most of our certificates are booked into that no charge inventory. So prepaid by the cost of the certificate. This is one of my favorite slides to show because it shows you the tangible that people get. So once you create your account on the Berkshire Hathaway site, you will set up your account, and from there you will purchase, gift, and redeem for yourself if you like. And once you purchase the certificate, you will see a drop down that'll tell you, okay, I want to send it to someone. You go ahead and you click send, and it'll run you through a very simple and intuitive form that tells you or allows you to enter the person's name. As you can see there, this was one I did to myself. So you can personalize it there to whoever you're gifting it to. And then it also shows you that it comes from your account. So it'll say you received the resort vacation certificate valid for its stay at affiliated resort properties from however you set up your account. So this one came from my account, so it says from Vera Silva. Then there is also a personalized message content block that has about 300 characters, and you can say whatever you like. Thank you, congratulations, whatnot. Once they view their certificate, they're a recipient, they open that up from their email. It'll go to a great little browser there that opens up the actual certificate. It'll have the Berkshire Hathaway logo on it. All your personalization will follow through. You can even add to it there. It'll show them the certificate number. It'll show them their book by date. And then it'll give them very simple directions on how to redeem their certificate. They will follow that link. They will create their account. The certificate will auto-register to their account, and then they're ready to go. They can find their locations just by going to Explore Resorts. Like I said earlier, we have a network of rental condos that are there for majority of 80% of our condos. Our inventory is condo inventory, so it's great for families, for girls, boys, weekends, things like that. They're designed to make people feel at home, away from home, with all the resort amenities. So you'll get the pools, you'll get the gyms, you'll be at resort locations. One of the biggest questions I always get is there a mandatory timeshare presentation? There is not. What we do at TNL is we have the ability to take what our members are not using because they are now doing something else. They've decided to go on a cruise. They've decided to do something else with their vacation time, or perhaps this year they're not vacationing. So they then deposit their week. And if another member does not pick that up, then it comes into a rental pool through various programs. And we are one of those rental pools. So we are able to discount it because obviously the resorts don't want unused units. So we are able to discount it and offer it to our partners, Berkshire Hathaway being one of them. So you do have your own branded site, and why that's important is you get your pricing, the certificate that you gift will have your logo on it. Again, you can personalize it. There's a bunch of different graphics you can put on the certificate, Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatnot. So everything is done from your secure account on your branded site. So as you notice there, you can create your account or you can log in, and I will show you how to do that. We have a bunch of filters, and I'm going to demo this live, but we have a lot of different filters in there, which lets you choose from where you want to go. Like I said, we are worldwide. Also, if you want to filter by no additional charge versus upgrade, you can do that. Number of guests, if you want pets, things like that. TripAdvisor ratings. All of our inventory is TripAdvisor rated. You can read all the reviews online. So I always like to compare how our inventory stacks up against different things. So as you can see here, I compared our Bluegreen Resort in Vegas versus similar inventory through Expedia. And we have, for example, I did this earlier in the year, June of 2025, a one bedroom at the Bluegreen was no charge, meaning if you bought the certificate for 340 or on our sales, your recipient or yourself would pay nothing else. If you look at what the Marriott Grand Chateau, and that's a one bedroom that sleeps two people, there was a one bedroom that sleeps four people. If you look at the total for 7 nights at the three properties that came up for me in Expedia, it's over, 1,000 up to $1,900. Same type with the kitchen, 7 nights. So we are a great value for you and whoever you gift it to. I also like to compare to Airbnb because that's always the closest type of inventory that to us, right? Because we are mostly condo inventory. So if I look at the Calypso Cay Resort, you can see there September 5th, I could have got a two-bedroom for, again, no charge, the price of the certificate, prepaid by the certificate. Whereas in the Sheraton Vistana, two-bedroom, it was $800 on Airbnb. So that's very compatible to what we have, right? It's a two-bedroom with 4 beds, sleeping 6 people. We had a two-bedroom that sleeps 8 with a full kitchen, a one-bedroom that sleeps 4. So we had some varied inventory there. Again, a great value that we offer our partners. So our partner pricing is up right now. Everyday pricing is $340 per certificate. If you want to buy in bulk, we give you a discount. However, you have to keep in mind that the certificate pricing, the certificate expiration starts ticking as soon as you purchase it. It gets put in your account, it's instant. So if you have 10 people to give it to within a month, that's fine if you want to get that discount. But if not, I would just wait for our sales. We run sales every other month. You create an account, you opt into our marketing, you will get our marketing emails. That's all I send you. Corporate will run some things on social as well, and they'll send you an email. So you will see the sales when they're up. You can always go on the site if you're interested, and if we have a sale, there'll be a banner up for you. Our next sale is going to be a great deal this year. We're kind of giving you a little gift for the holidays. So if you buy 2 certificates, you're going to get one free. So you buy 2 on the full price of $340, we're going to give you one free. It'll appear right on your account. So right here is where I think we want to just stay a little bit, and maybe I'll answer some questions. But you want to create an account using that QR code right there, and that'll bring you right to our account creation. You don't need to enter a validation code. It's a little bit of a shortcut. However, feel free to take a picture of this. You can always create an account on your site. You do need a validation code. If you go direct, the validation code is BHHS. The reason that's important is we don't want anybody to get in there and create an accounts that aren't part of the network. I also have my email up there. I'm always happy to answer questions, do office demos, or, if you have an issue with something you purchased, or, just have a general question. That's my email. My director is on there as well. You'll see us at convention. Like I said, I just got back from Summit, so I'm around. I try to answer questions as quickly as possible. So I'm going to leave this up a little bit for the people that are on today, and also just for the people who may be looking at this later on. So I'm going to open up to a couple of questions before I go to demo.
I don't have any questions in chat yet, but if anybody has any questions, feel free to raise your hand or pop them into chat. I'll be happy to relay those. Otherwise, I think we can get ready to set up for the demo.
All right, I'll leave that up another little minute if anybody has a question. If not, I am gonna stop sharing in a second and go right to the demo. And I'd like to just demo so you guys can see that our inventory varies. It is, there's a variety of stuff there. It's flexible and it does change daily. So as members deposit, exchange with other members, or deposit directly into our rental pools, then it changes our inventory. So if you see something, book it. If you don't see it, that doesn't mean it won't show up. All right, I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to go right to the demo side. Give me 1 second. And share again. All right, I think everybody can see it, correct?
Looks good.
Okay, so this is your site. So to create an account, like I said, you either use that QR code, which will bypass the validation code. It's a secure account, so you'll get a validation that it was you creating an account, not a bot and all that. So you'll get a validation email, validate the email, set your password, and you're ready to go. Again, from that account, you can purchase, you can gift, and you can redeem for yourself. So once you log in, right, then the purchase will be available for you, the redemption will be available for you, but at any time you can explore resorts. That's also always available to you pre and post login. Post login, you'll see that you can book directly if you want to use it for yourself. I always feature some destinations that I know will have a good combination of our inventory, both at no charge and at the upgrade. Again, if you compare the upgrade costs, you'll see that our upgrade costs are very, very competitive to Airbnb hotel inventory. And that's why we also break it down for you per night, so that you or your recipient can see how the inventory is priced out on the open market. One other thing that I want to mention, and I'm just going to go to, so here's where we always have a lot of good inventory at both no charge and upgrade. I will go to Vegas just because I know people love to go to Vegas. And as you can see right here, this is how the inventory will show. It'll show no charge accommodations available. It'll tell you the resort name. It'll tell you what the upgrades are at, if there's some inventory in there at upgrade. And it'll then, when you open the resort page, I'm going to go to the Polo Towers. That is directly across from the new Fontainebleau and down further on that side of the strip. You'll see down here the inventory, how it'll display. So if somebody wanted to go to Vegas right now and they just needed a studio, they can book for no charge. So if you bought the certificate for $340, or on sale. Like I said, we bring it down 20% off of that, usually on sale. So, in the 250, 260 range, you could book that whole week in Vegas for no charge. You don't have to stay the whole week. You can, if it works better for you, book arrive on Sunday and leave on Saturday or leave on Friday. You just have to check in and check out within this weekly rental that you are taking advantage of. So in this instance here, if somebody wanted to go December 5th through the 12th, there's a 1 bedroom that sleeps four that's on an upgrade. So that $403 that you see there would be what somebody would pay if you gifted it to them. They would pay the 403. Your certificate is subsidizing part of that week, and that's for the whole entire week. That is not per person, not per night. Now, if they want to, if they can live with the studio that sleeps two, then it would be at no charge. So that kind of is how our upgrade works, right? So you could load as much as you want here. So it looks like at this particular resort, all the 1 bedrooms are currently on an upgrade, right? And then here's a 2 bedroom for 742. Again, that's for the whole night. It's not, I'm sorry, for the whole week. That's not per person or per night. And then you get into the studios or look like they're all at no charge. So that's this particular resort. Any fees are clearly listed here. Security deposits, Vegas always has a security deposit. Any other fees for the resort are here. We also can go to the end of the inventory on display and you'll see, oh, this one's a long one. You can see all the reviews. Oh, this one doesn't have reviews yet, but it's coming. You can see what activities the resort has, any policy restrictions, pets and things like that, the location. So everything is clearly marked on each resort page. So I'm going to just get out and show you something international, since I just came in internationally. So I was just in Europe. And I'm going to go to, let's see, I was in Greece, and here's Greece. Here's everything we have in Greece. And right now in Greece, this is everything we have. The map is out there. So you can see that there's some no charge availability here. And then there's also no charge plus upgrade availability. So if I look here, this is up in northern Greece, and the TripAdvisor is coming soon on this one too. Right now, if you wanted to go into May 2026, here's everything that's available in that particular place. There's your upgrade, there's your no charge. So as you can see, we already have inventory into next year. So if somebody had a certificate that was expiring, let's say next week, they could still book into May of 2026. Right? You just have to book before the certificate expires. We show you the pictures. We have, like I said, anything else. This is one of the islands. Anything else that the resort will tell you. In Europe, you do pay sometimes for the utilities, or they'll take a charge for utilities, things like that. That's all here. Lots of great stuff in Europe. If it doesn't show you that there's no charge accommodations, that means that everything is on an upgrade, again, for the 7 nights. So you can put in your travel dates right here if you wish. You can use your more filters if you like. So if I go in here and I do no additional charge, it's going to show me everything in the world right now that we have at no additional charge. So there are 788 resorts that are offering 1 week at no additional charge. So you got Banff in Canada, you have Malaysia, you have the Virgin Islands. Here's, let's see when this happens. So this is a Star TripAdvisor if you want to go down there. Here's some beautiful, a beautiful space. Again, I don't show you blackout dates. I only show you what's available. So if you wanted to go October 18th or November 8th, a studio would be at the price of the certificate. And this is Bluebeard's Castle in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. So that's how our inventory works. Again, I'm happy to answer any questions and either now or later. That's about it. I think that shows you a good breadth of our inventory, both at no charge and at upgrade. We are worldwide, so spend some time if you have it when you're waiting for a client to show up or at an open house that may be a little slow. Give it a try. Look at all our inventory and feel free to compare. I think we have a great product that offers you variety, value, and flexibility, both for yourself and for your clients, your friends, your family. I love that the certificate can be personalized so that they always know who sent it to you. Feel free to use it as a follow-up tool as well. And I think that's it. Any questions?
I don't see any questions in chat yet, but if you have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or put them into chat. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. I think this is really great information that we had this morning. I don't know about you guys, but I am ready to purchase one of these for myself at this price and go on vacation. So just as a reminder, don't forget with the resort vacation certificates, they are an Exceed partner with BHHS. You're getting an amazing price. And you can use this not only for closing gifts, you can use this for yourself, you can use this for giveaways, you can use this for all sorts of different things. So think outside the box when you're thinking about using these. We've had a lot of questions about them. And this has been some really great information today. So thank you so much, Vera. This has been fantastic.
You're very welcome. I'm always open, like I said, to do any type of office meetings. I can zoom in to anywhere. So reach out to me or to Kristen if you want an office meeting. I'm happy to do that so that you can share this great product with your office, your broker, your teams. You know, again, I've been with the company 12 years. I do a lot of events and I always get great feedback. And I was just at Summit and I had some people use it instead of staying at the Fairmont. They were staying right next door at one of our resorts and saved a ton of money. So always look at it for that as well.
Will you guys be at convention next year?
We will be in
All right.
Nashville.
We have a record number of people going, so I hope that you can stop by their booth and chat individually as well if you guys have any additional questions or want to get some more materials. Thank you so much for being here today. And as always, thank you for attending the Learning Lab. For those of you who are in the room, take a look for a follow-up email that you will definitely want to click. And we hope to see you again next time. Thank you again so much.